Okay, so I'm gonna redo this video again because this guy wanted this video about this move right here. I had did it earlier, but there were some things I left out, so let me go over it again. Number one, I want to say I enjoy doing these things because I learned something. And just when I was about to upload it, I thought about something to apply it to. Now, like I said, I want to keep this basic, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. But he likes this move because of its range and how far it can reach, and the fact that on counter hit, it'll grant a launcher, so he can combo from there. You know, and on normal hit, you know, he leaves him at +2. And his question was, what does he follow it up with? Well, the first thing is, this thing is pretty slow. Comes out around 23 or something like that from what I saw. Regardless of what it comes out at, it is pretty slow. It is launch punishable. So that's something you may want to look out for. So that's why I wouldn't spam this too heavily. But the good things about this move, other than it just moving you forward, is that King will duck underneath the high, as you can see. So if Kazuya was to do, earlier I had him set to do some move, yeah, so if Kazuya were to just do, you know, high move, you know, you'll go right underneath it, and you'll get the counter hit. You'll get your counter hit that way. So for instance, if you pressured them, and you knew they were going to do that, you know, like you create some pressure, boom, you'll get your counter hit that way. But that's you training your opponent and getting them to, you know, you're baiting out their highs with that. That's how you get your counter hit. But let's say you have an opponent that's, you know, he's like, you know, I'm not gonna risk that counter hit. I'm gonna just eat that. You know, he'll just take that too. He'll just take that, and you'll be +2 frames. And what can you do from there? Well, originally what I had posted is that this move does leave you in full crouch, so that gives you some options. Because you can wake up with this, which is a homing, and this move is safe. If you want to continue to play a little bit risky, this move is only -10, but you can wake up with that. It's another launcher. And if they were crouching to try to stop this, that's a mid, so that'll launch. So that's something that they may want to be on the lookout for, something to consider to your game if you're hitting them and you're on those plus frames. That'll still get beat by an 11 from what I saw, because this thing, I have to look at it again, but I saw that it would get beat by an 11. But if they're just scared of you potentially doing more lows, you know, like, because it leaves you full crouch, you can go, then they may want to press a button, and then you could take them up. Now the last thing I hadn't considered, which I need to flip characters for me to better show this. The last thing I hadn't considered is when it does hit them normally and not on counter hit, I noticed that Kazuya looks like it possibly leaves him in a crouching state. So I just wanted to double check that for you real quick so we can make sure if it does or doesn't. So let's just check that really quick to see if it does or doesn't, and then we'll be done with this. But yeah, so it does leave you with plus frames. It does duck under highs. It is launch punishable. And it does move you in. So there's the trade-off of this move, you know, that's how this works. And in training them, you're gonna figure out what you want to do. And like I said, it leaves you in that full crouch. So let me go ahead and let King do that move to me, just so I can check. That's the one. So I'm gonna just eat it. But yeah, so I ate it and I did wall rising 4. So the good news is that move, if you hit it on plus frames, you're putting them into a crouch state. So if they're mashing buttons, whatever it is that they mash is gonna be a wall rising move. It's not gonna be whatever they thought they may have done, like a wall standing. So whatever they respond to this with has to be something based on wall rising. So, you know, if they block it, and launcher. Obviously this is the dummy, so I can't get him to block this, right? But the thing is, you're plus frames, so if I were to do that, and you would normally have enough time to block that as king, that move is punishable. And that's the move that's going to come out, as opposed to just, I don't know, if Kazi for some reason was just mashing too. The idea is that because you're forcing them into a different state, if they're mashing, they're not going to get what they think they want. They're going to get whatever comes out of that stance you just put them in.